In church. Yeah. Church made me decide to do music.
Fans are saying that this is the most demonic concert they have ever attended. Before I show you actual footage of REMA's concert, this is the trailer that he dropped before the concert started. He jumps into a portal of fire and then onto a horse.
I saw it coming spiritually.
A Christian girl went to REMA's O2 Arena concert and then came out saying this.
No guys, I have no words. REMA's concert. My theory is, yeah, all them other shows he was doing where it looks fun and like whatever, it was to lure us into the demonic shit he tried to do today. From the ones that went, and I'm sure you guys have seen videos, from when he started that chant that he was chanting ever so quickly, no one could tell me that was Yoruba, because I would have heard some sort of something in there to tell me that that was Yoruba, because I didn't hear a damn thing he was saying. Just I'm thinking, and then you're on this little horsey. Well, I thought it was a little horsey. I don't know what that was. And then on top of it, you keep on screeching like, and then the fire, and then and then you're on a bat. Oh, baby, no, hell no. Not my soul. Even one girl that I was talking to at the train station, she was saying that the whole time she felt possessed. You see, when he started doing that chanting thing, I was with my friend, we started praying. Because hell no, like, we even left early because in general, like, it wasn't the best. I don't think this was his best concert, but I'm here thinking we're gonna REMA, it's time to party, everybody say yellow, but you're here trying to capture my soul. Do you know who the fuck I am? I
have seen many videos on social media talking about the REMA concert. Why are there a lot of misinformations on the internet? Please, my friends who are watching me for the first time, my name is George. I'm a friend, I'm a brother. Let's look at REMA critically. REMA is a Nigerian artist from Edo State who has dedicated himself to promoting his own culture, or would I say, dedicate some part of his music, especially the art, to his ancestors. You see, last time I made this video with respect to REMA going to Ethiopia and what the Ethiopians had to do considering the fact that he was portrayed to be a devil worshipper. We looked at it critically based on facts you can't deny. Recently, REMA released this particular picture on his stories and he's trying to show you that he has a cross on his neck. And the way he looks on his face, I don't know if he was trying to cry or if he's not feeling too good, or if he's okay, because I know for the whole conversation about his devil ties and illuminati worship and all that, it can be depressing for someone that probably pays attention to what people say about him, to the point that he actually made this post on his Instagram much later when he said that Jesus is king and then he has nothing to do with quote and unquote Illuminati. Very good. So I hope you took your time to listen to that. One thing I do here on this platform is that I don't try to really insinuate things. I take people for what they say, and then based on what you are saying, we get to make analysis on that. First of all, look at this cross here. You know, this cross is different from the cross you know about, the one that has a little slant at the end. That is more like the Orthodox cross. It has a different meaning. Probably you might get to discuss it much later. But you see one other sign that is next to it there is called a bat.
Only to return and leave the audience utterly shocked. At this time, he made a dramatic entrance riding a giant owl. For many Africans, owls have long been associated with bad omens, and the sight of one in someone's compound often foretells impending doom.
Now, I did my national youth service when I was in Nigeria in Edo State, so I have lived where he is from for over a year. Yes. And anyone that is watching me from Edo State will know what he had to say about the bat. Most times he connects his art, at least based on his interpretation, to where he comes from, which of course does make sense. Let's look at a couple of other things. Now, we talked about, in a short video I made, the whole checkerboard thing. Now, these are some things I got to discuss, if you remember. First of all was the whole Illuminati checkerboard thing. We talked about that. And then this particular picture of Don Jazzy and all of the music crew themselves being in a particular room taking a picture with also the checkerboard as well. Do you think it's a coincidence of that checkerboard with respect to Illuminati and all of those signs? Or do you think it's just what people are saying it is. Last time I checked, REMA said Jesus is king here in this post. Anyway, he's doing his music business, he's also infusing art to it, and anyone is open to have any interpretation as to what they think of what he presents. Probably it should not be seen as a illuminated or demonic or whatever. Let's just accept what people say how they say it. Shebi, you know me now. Yeah, the sheep that is hanging, the same necklace that was being talked about when he was going to Ethiopia, and he still loved that necklace a whole lot. That's millions you see right there. But like we looked at it last time, for those of you who didn't watch the previous video, I'll link it in the pinned comment. He said that the necklace itself represents him, the fire and everything, like he has a tattoo on his hand, represents his person. So it's more of like him also identifying with his roots as someone that comes from a Christian background. So he doesn't neglect the fact that he's a Christian. But again, let me ask you a question. Do you expect someone that is in the business of music, making music, of course, for the secular world, were you wanting him to sing gospel music? Because he has sung gospel music before, actually.
Are you surprised at where you are? For some people, it seems like a lot of things happen very quickly. In like a year, you had become a REMA.
Yeah.
You know, were you surprised at how quickly things happened? Or you saw it coming?
I saw it coming spiritually. That's through my belief, in grace and favor, and
I mean, your name is divine.
Yeah. And the hard work I put in behind closed doors before I was unveiled.
Was your intention and all of that. But there's also a church story, I believe. When did this start and when did you decide this was what you wanted to do?
In church.
Yeah.
Church made me decide to do music. I used to draw. I still draw, but at the point, I literally let my heart go with whatever works out, from back in the hood. You feel me? Yeah. It started from Church Christ Embassy, Benin City. They supported me, gave me advice on how to, curate my music properly to match, the crowd and the word of God and stuff like that. I also headed the Rap Nation in Christ Embassy at the point in time, inspired a lot of youths and, won a lot of souls to God. I did my service. Yeah.
It's interesting to hear winning souls from REMA, but go on.
Yeah. I feel like everywhere you find yourself in this world, you just have to serve. You feel me? I served. I did my time there, and I'm grateful for where I'm at still.
Was it weird for them? Because a lot of your lyrics now are not particularly, from there. Let me not mention, but I mean, is it weird? Was that transition weird for you or for them? And how did they feel about you now?
It was weird for me, and I feel like it was weird for them. I didn't really ask much about, how they felt about it. But for me, it was quite weird. Most especially to my mom, because, she's well known in the church. So I didn't really do much explaining. I just told her to trust me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Trust me. It's not like anything I'm singing about. It's not what people do behind closed doors. You feel me? It's just where life has drawn me towards, and I have to take the opportunity.
Yeah. Does she accept this, REMA?
Yes.
Or is still taking some convincing?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Even when she saw my tattoos, she's like, it's your decision, it's your life. But as long as you stick with the scrolls I've given you, and you don't like overdo it or like you go astray with whatever you're doing.
Before he what do I know? But let's come back to the conversation today on what I think about this. Now, based on context of what REMA himself had to reveal, the horse there represents this particular artifact that is in the UK today that was stolen from our land in Africa. And according to his definition as well, everything was pre-planned before that particular occasion. Like I always tell you, before something comes out in the light, something happens behind the scenes. The whole show that happened at the O2 was planned, including every piece of art, camera angles, everything was pre-planned intentionally. Whether it was with occultic intentions or just a show of art, REMA has intelligently been able to fuse art to a great extent to his music, such that he's very dynamic. And you have to understand something, my dear friends. Controversy sells. But of course, you as a music artist or whatever it is you are doing also have to be able to manage a controversy and stomach all the attention that comes to you with respect to the controversies you are putting out there. If you are too normal, you are casual. But if you are a little bit controversial, eyes will start popping, people will be searching more about you. Probably that's why you're watching this video. So what's the point? If you look at his face right there as well, he has half of the art as well on his face. Probably people were not paying attention to that as well. So that is it for the horse for his main entrance. Now people were saying that what he was saying in that particular entrance was him making incantations. My dear friends, when you don't know anything, please shut up your mouth. Okay, if you have been following REMA's music for a while, don't ask me, George, have you been following his music? If I catch you there, I will knock your head. As a commentator, I have to make sure I face the facts and bring facts to my audience who care about the conversation we are having. That particular, what he was saying at that point is from a music that he did. Search for Aliman feat. REMA. Yeah, search for this particular song here on YouTube. Go on REMA's channel, listen to that particular point where he was singing very fast or saying some things that some of you say are incantations, which was him literally talking in English. What he was saying there was English. And then listen to his own part, or would I say his rap in this particular song. Go and listen to it before you start saying rubbish. Because some of you on TikTok are you don't have sense. I'm seeing video everywhere flying that he was doing incantation, but those were words he was saying in this particular song, and the lyrics there are more of like, if you enter me, I go show you, if you enter my brothers, that kind of thing. And it was all for the Black Panther project, and that was what he was doing at that point of quote-unquote incantation. But I don't know if you are getting the context now. Someone will now say, hey George, when it comes to talking about pastor, you will not, people have not seen me here defending pastors before and lies that are being told about them. Here we face facts, so if you come for me, I'll come for you. But I don't know if you get the point. So moving on as well, so that is the incantation part out. He was not doing any incantations. He was singing his song that he has sung before in Black Panther. And if you watch the Black Panther is also a occultic movie. How do you even know about these movies? How do you know about these things? In fact, some of you should not be on social media. Why do you even have YouTube, Facebook, TikTok on your phone? These are things of the world. Leave it, go. Some of us that are using this app and having conversations, you say, hey, but you know, how do you even know about, God, how do I even start to tell these people this thing? Anyway, let's look at the next facts as well, based on what came out in the conversation about REMA. Now, looking at REMA's association, him being with someone like Lil Nas, people are saying that because of this video of what he did during the O2, yeah, that is something quite sexual, I would say. Ladies are the ones that fool everywhere in front. Do you not see that? And him being with Lil Nas and saying my brother in this particular post, they are saying that it's as if REMA is not straight. You people, why like this? Did he tell you that he's not straight? But again, my dear friends, I asked myself, what is a Christian tongue-talking, demon-chasing? What are you doing for you to sit down, go on the internet? You are living in the UK. You buy his ticket, carry yourself, go there, sit down, and you are watching his concert, and you are disappointed. What were you signing up for? Were you not, for you to even do that, you have been listening to his music before. And then because you love the music so much, you want to now go there and be live and enjoy him singing live. And I'm like, the stadium is so big, some of you are at the back, so you'll be watching screen. You are just going there to go and watch cinema. But yes, still, you are even in front and you are saying that, oh, what is going on? Were you going there to go and create content, or you were going to go and fellowship with REMA and his, the spirit of his music and all that? Now, Whether Rema has occultic ties or ritualistic ties or something, only he knows. But if you are making insinuations without facts, that's where we have the problem. But again, the reason why Christians, prophets, are talking about Rema, maybe what happens in the secular music industry, is because those who consume his music, those who follow him, whether you like it or not, most of them are Christians. I am a Christian, but you see, in the space of social commentary like I do, I am not here to come and preach to you. I am here to make commentaries on what is trending. It is one thing I also love doing, so I talk about any and everything. So don't put me in that particular context. So if I listen to Rema, I'm trying to understand, okay, what these people are saying, does it agree with what is really happening? What I have told you right now, go back and do your own research and findings to really understand the real facts of the case. I guess the O2 Arena thing was a success. I've seen a couple of clips here and there. But till I see you next time, tell me what you think in the comments of what I've discussed.